about a shoe company that reached out to me and sent me a couple pairs of shoes, and I think that these shoes are going to be a great fit for someone who's new to running, someone with a wide foot, which I'll explain later, a lot of volume to their foot, and someone who needs a lot of structure in their shoes. So let me show you what I've got here. So the brand that sent me these two pairs of shoes is called FitVille, and I'll show you some of the unboxing here. Both of these pairs of shoes come in their own little shoe bag. The walking pair of shoes I have comes with like a very nice, almost like felt shoe paper, so it's not a paper at all, it's just a nice felt material. The cones that go inside the shoes are meticulously wrapped in paper to keep the structure and everything. So they put a lot of attention into just boxing these up really nice and making them kind of a luxury experience, even though the price point is fairly low for these shoes. Now, these shoes are built with a couple things in mind. One, they're really built for stability. They are built with a very wide platform, and they actually only come in wide sizes. So they're going to be for people who need a lot of structure, a lot of stability, and a lot of volume that their foot holds that they need to fill up a shoe. And these shoes come in wide, extra wide, and so on. That's really, I couldn't even get them in a normal or narrow size at all. Now, I think that's okay. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I'm not someone who's been looking for stability shoes. I've been running in Nike racing shoes, some of the other super shoes, Asics, Brooks, Saucony, all these things over time. Adidas more recently I've gotten into as well, and a lot of those shoes focus on responsiveness, speed, bounce, cushion, and these are very different than that. So to be completely honest, these were sent to me for free by the company. There's no obligation to make any video or anything like that, but they've been harder for me to run in, for one, because I don't need a true wide shoe. I've learned at this point, because this shoe has a lot of volume and more than I need for my foot, and on top of that, it's just also very, very structured, and again, just a harder shoe as you hit the ground, because it's so focused on stability and not so much that cushion, bounce, and like propelling or bounciness to move you forward kind of feeling. Now, that's not a bad thing. I think this shoe is just designed for somebody who's looking to get into running, or is a newer runner, and someone who needs that stability and support. Maybe someone who's just getting back into the gym, still has a lot of volume to their foot. They want that wider size for support, and just again for comfort and making sure your foot really fits in that shoe without getting crunched up. So I think these running shoes are a good introductory shoe. They're called the Stride Core. Again, they come from FitVille, and I just think they have a very good quality to them that they're worth still just mentioning and sharing to all of you. And if you're someone who's looking to get into running, I would recommend these shoes over something like the lower cost options from a big brand like Nike or Adidas. I've made a video in the past actually where I talked about how they call some of the Adidas shoes like running shoes, but they're very low budget options. I don't think they have a lot of good stability. They have a very dense foam, but not really a good structure to them. So I would always tell people to kind of avoid those low budget like Nike and Adidas shoes. And something like this might be a better option. Again, if you're looking to start running, get into maybe a run walk program, something like this is just a little bit more designed to help people with foot issues, help people with plantar fasciitis, that kind of thing, need a wide, structured, and supportive footbed. This is the shoe for more of that. So I just wanted to mention FitVille again, for sending me the shoes. They're worth looking into if you're that type of runner. I think they're going to be a good option. New runners need support, need stability, looking for a more firm but supportive ride. This is your shoe that you could try, and they're really not that expensive at all.